The Acolyte has dropped, and here's my review.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
Nah, I'm kidding. I'll elaborate. The Acolyte is the new Star Wars Disney Plus show created by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant Leslie Headland, and according to the Wrap, it's going to be the gayest Star Wars yet. Oh joy. Now, I'm going to be going into spoilers, so if you're a glutton for punishment like I am and are actually going to watch this piece of shit, then click off. The Acolyte is set about 100 years before The Phantom Menace, and it follows two characters, both played by Amandla Stenberg. Those are Osha, a former Jedi Padawan who abandoned her training to become a mechanic on starships, and Osha's twin sister, May. When Osha and May were young, May started a fire that killed their family, but Master Soul, one of the Jedi who was stationed on their home planet, rescued Osha and took her in to be trained as a Jedi, but presumably left May to die. But May ends up surviving, and years later she's been trained as an assassin by a mysterious master, a Sith presumably, and she sets out to kill 4 Jedi who are stationed on her home planet, including Master Soul. After she kills one of the Jedi on her list, the Jedi Order arrests Osha, who's been working on an Neimoidian ship, since she fits the description of the killer. However, through a connection in the Force, Osha sees May in her dreams and learns that she's still alive. Once the Jedi catch wind of this, they embark on a hunt for May before she can kill the rest of the Jedi on her list. That's the basic gist of it. Now let's get to the elephant in the room. Is this show woke? Well, there really isn't any blatant agenda pushing as far as I can see in the first 2 episodes, but I think there will be in the next episode or the one after, maybe both, because I have seen reviews by people who have seen episodes 3 and 4, and they say they're a real doozy, and I believe those reviews because, well, just look at this interview with Leslie Headland.
I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin, and are you excited about that? Are you
Not
bracing
the gayest
yourself?
Star Wars. Not the.
It's pretty gay, let's be honest. Leslie, how do you feel?
Am I gay?
Yes. Well, no, I know
Yeah.
you are gay, but I'm asking, are you excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point?
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure some.
Because nerds are gay.
Well,
Yeah.
some nerds are very not gay and are very threatened by gay
Well, that's
stuff.
true. But
Yeah.
in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay. Was this the fun element of
No, I don't think so. And yet people have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I frankly
You're offended?
into it. No.
For anybody who thinks I'm jumping the gun on this, I could not care less, because I think with time, the Acolyte will prove to be the agitprop that we've all suspected that it is. But even without the ideological axe grinding, the Acolyte is just yet another piss stain on the corpse of what was once Star Wars. Like, the show is set up to be something of a murder mystery, only there is no mystery to it. The Jedi Order finds out that May is behind the killings without any real investigation, so even though at the beginning it kind of suggests that there might be some intrigue, there's zero. And to make matters worse, the characters in this show are so thinly drawn. Like, the show never really explains why Osha abandoned her Jedi training other than just to say that it didn't pan out. And as for May, her motivation for wanting to kill the 4 Jedi who are stationed on her home planet, it feels very, very weak, and it's not really even that clear. Maybe it's because the Jedi did not rescue her from the fire that killed her parents that May apparently set. Maybe they'll elaborate on this in later episodes, but at this point, they need to really make this clear, because at this point, May has killed 2 out of the 4 Jedi on her list. So either they need to explain this, or the show needs to slow its pace down, because this show moves at the pace of a coke-addicted ferret. One of the worst things about Disney's Star Wars, in my opinion, is that so often the people in these shows look like they're playing dress up as Star Wars characters rather than actually embodying Star Wars characters. And I felt that way about both of Amandla Stenberg's characters and most of the Jedi. The only one who I thought really kind of embodied the essence of a Jedi through his look and his performance was Master Soul, played by Lee Jong-jae, who most people probably know from his leading role in Squid Game. Gosh, they named the Korean actor's character Master Soul. That is just so imaginative. In addition to Li Zhongzhe being all right with the very subpar material that he has to work with here, the nicest thing that I can possibly say about the Acolyte is that visually, it is not the worst Disney Star Wars production. Like, it's not quite as eye-gougingly terrible looking as, say, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know that's not saying a hell of a lot, and I will stand by what I said in my review of the first Acolyte trailer, and that is that for a show with such an astronomical budget, the Acolyte looks cheap. So there are my thoughts on the first 2 episodes of the Acolyte. They're not good, but they're not terrible in that way that I'm really looking forward to taking the piss out of. But from what I've heard about episode 3, that level of suck is just a week away, and I cannot wait. So that about wraps it up. I'm Grega, and you all look after yourselves. Cheers.